Welcome. You've just sold a property, so the first thing that hopefully comes to mind is capital gains tax. Well, today we're going to go into what you need to do and what it's all about. Hi, I'm Kimberly Shapcroft, qualified chartered accountant, property investor and entrepreneur. Let's sit down and have a chat. In April 2020, the capital gains tax rules changed and converted it from being a tax bill that you paid when you did your next tax return to a 30-day rule. So that means after you complete on whatever that day may be, you've now got 30 days to report your capital gains tax return to HM Revenue Customs. Now, this is a specific system, so it isn't one that you'll have registered to unless you've needed to from the sale of a property. The 30 days is you need to check what tax is due for payment and also make the payment. We're finding a lot of solicitors aren't actually mentioning this to our clients. So on that basis, it is really making sure that you are aware of this so that you take action when you sell a property. So what action do you need to take is the first question I'd like to cover. And the first thing is you need to have a look at whether there is a capital gains tax bill to pay or not. Check out the video on how to do the capital gains tax calculation, which is separate to this one. But if you find that you actually do have something to pay, then you need to keep watching, because now we're going to cover what you actually need to do now you know that a return is due. You should have calculated your capital gains tax bill based on where you are in the tax year to see whether or not you'll have a capital gains tax bill to pay. And this will take into account your capital gains tax allowance of just over $12,000, and it will take into account what tax rate that you are going to be paying any capital gains tax at, which for property is currently 18% and 28%, which may change at some point in the future. You don't have to submit anything if there is no capital gains tax bill to pay. So if there's nothing to pay, not a problem, then no further action required. If, however, there is, then let's have a look at what we need to be doing on the registration and get that side of things moving. On the capital gains tax section of HM Revenue Customs, as you can see, we've got a whole section on how to report and pay capital gains tax. And this is where you'll find that if you've sold a property in the UK on or after the 6th of April 2020, you will need to go to the link, which is the sign in or create a capital gains tax account. This takes you to that section of the website so you can work through the bits that you need to get an account set up. Now, there will be some information that you need to have to hand, so that's some bits that you can see you'll need to pull together to make sure you're ready to do the setup side of things. You can work with an agent and they'll be able to assist you. The main thing is first you need to set up the account and then they can get connected to you to enable them to assist you in getting this fulfilled and the capital gains tax submitted to them. After you've reported your capital gains tax on your 30-day return, what will need to happen is you will then need to actually report it on your personal tax return. Now, this is just to show the whole picture to make sure that everything that was done is correct. Another reason why you may need to put it on is if you have actually made a loss for whatever reason on that property, then you do want to claim your capital loss, and you've only got a 4-year window to actually claim that capital loss to use in the future against any other properties that you may get some sort of gain and hopefully reduce your tax bill on that. You'll need to pay that 30-day payment within the 30 days. If you don't manage to get the information sorted or there's delays in setting everything up, then get it done as soon as possible. At present, there are no penalties that are being charged. However, there may be some interest on the tax that was due, depending on what the HMRC requests from you. Hopefully today you've figured out exactly what you need to do now that you've sold a property. Please check out the links below for getting to the relevant pages to help you fulfill your requirements and hopefully get this project closed so you can move on to the next. Please like the video and do subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions about capital gains tax and what you might need to do when you've sold a property, then please do leave a comment in the comments boxes below. Let's make tax less taxing. Let's make tax less taxing.